A school shooting yesterday in Illinois, another one as we've been reporting today in Texas. Well, the list continues to grow. So what's being done here in New York to make schools safer? The state education department requires each school to conduct a minimum of 4 lockdown drills every year and 8 evacuations. But people who know what a real active shooter situation is like say that isn't enough to save lives. Jackie Slater tells us about a company based in New York that's helping schools across the country be better prepared.
A tactical approach to a growing problem. Most of these teachers never imagined they'd learn how to take down a gunman. With an average of 1 school shooting a week in the United States, concerns over safety are on everyone's mind.
Students are very aware of it. I remember after Columbine, we were all in a room and a car backfired outside the window. It was a hot day and everybody was under the desk.
Not me, not today, not my students.
He and his colleagues are learning how to become first responders.
What has the best ballistic medium?
In a training session that goes beyond the typical lockdown. Armored One was founded after the shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary that killed 26 people. The founders and trainers are all current or former military, police, or FBI. A SWAT-driven company whose goal is to empower in front of the door and save lives.
We wanted to give teachers and staff the ability to, deal with the problem, or at least begin to deal with the problem before we can get there.
In their own response to the Sandy Hook shooting, the New York State Department of Education boosted funding to schools for improved security measures. Since the SAFE Act, which began in 2013, more than $20 million has been spent on things like metal detectors and security systems. The Smart Schools Bond Act of 2014 has invested another $56 million in high-tech security to date. This is a shooter attack-resistant glass and film created by Armored One. 10 rounds with a 9mm, followed by 10 rounds from an AR-15 and 4 shots from a sniper rifle. The specialty film making it nearly impossible to break through.
As much as people think it's great to get bullet-resistant glass for their schools, what they really need is to slow down the attacker and speed up police response. That's cool.
Scott Hare is a retired police lieutenant and vice president of operations for Armored One. He says the film is a cost-effective way to give schools better protection. So far, they've worked with 23 districts in the capital region.
We have a bunch of people that are all experts in the field that are all passionate about saving lives. We'll recommend things that don't make us a dime. We're fine with that, as long as we can save lives.
Multiple ways to tackle mass shootings. Teachers learning what it's like on the front lines of a fight that is happening all across the country. A fight they hope they never have to experience. But after today, a little more prepared if they need to.
I don't think anybody realizes until they're in the position how much those kids in your classroom become like your family. And so to think about, would I stand in front of the situation to protect my kids? I mean, absolutely.
Jackie Slater, News Channel 13.
Now, throughout this past week, we've been focused on school safety. Jackie Slater interviewed a former teacher at Columbia High who was shot by a student in 2004. And we told you about several schools in Saratoga County now welcoming members of law enforcement to patrol their hallways. Now, you can see all of these stories on our webpage, WNYT.com.